So, last Friday, my friends and I gathered for our traditional weekly board game night. Usually, we stick to the classics, but this time someone suggested we shake things up a bit and play Monopoly with real money. It sounded like a thrilling twist and, with all of us feeling a bit too confident in our financial prowess, we agreed. We pooled our cash, set the rules, and began the game, each of us eyeing the fake properties with the seriousness of a Wall Street broker. What could possibly go wrong? The game started out normally enough, with light-hearted banter and playful jabs. However, as the night wore on and the pizza boxes piled up, the stakes seemed to get higher, and the competition fiercer. It wasn't long before our real-life dollars were flying across the board faster than we'd anticipated. In a fit of desperation, Alex mortgaged his old Xbox, while Jess offered up her Netflix password as collateral. My personal low point was when I auctioned off future rights to my grandma's secret cookie recipe just to avoid landing on Boardwalk with 3 hotels. Things took a turn for the absurd when the pizza delivery guy, who had been making regular trips to our house all evening, decided to join in. We figured, why not? He seemed cool, and we were already in deep. But little did we know that Tim, our friendly neighborhood pizza guy, was a Monopoly savant. Within a few rounds, he owned most of the properties, leaving us scrambling to keep our heads above water. The rest of us were soon reduced to pleading for leniency in exchange for extra tips on his next delivery run. By the end of the night, Tim had somehow become the de facto landlord of our entire game board, and each of us found ourselves in debt to him. As we sat there, dumbfounded and broke, Tim stood up and graciously offered to call it a night. "Guess I'll just take the rest in pizza," he chuckled, with a wink. And that's how our Monopoly game ended, with us as tenants and Tim as the new lord of the pepperoni estate. As we cleaned up, Jess sighed, "Well, at least next week we can afford to play Risk. At this rate, though, we might end up owing the world to a sandwich artist."